Hi Capricorn, welcome to your mid-December 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Capricorn. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. It may resonate, it may not, but regardless, only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. Hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Capricorn. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Capricorn and cross watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So let's see what's happening for you guys in the month from now to the end of December in love and romance. What do you need to know about your love life at this time? What energy wants to come through that has romantic feelings or attentions towards you right now in this very moment, whether you're single or taken, together or apart. So we have getting to know each other. All right. And it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it's kind of similar to Libra's reading, but a little bit more different. I feel like this is beyond the flirting stage between the two of you. Someone's really starting to like you, Capricorn. And I do feel that this person wants to hang out with you more and more, has been reaching out to you or will be reaching out to you, will be asking you on dates where you guys are just going to be one-on-one, going out to dinner, hanging out at each other's houses, watching movies, spending more quality time. And I do feel they've been excited about meeting you, telling people about you, about how they've met you and what so far everything has been going. And I think that someone's been bragging about you as well, showing off your social media, showing off that they are starting to talk to someone that they're really starting to like. So tell me more about this energy, about what's going on in Capricorn's life. And there may be birthday plans with this person that you're starting to think of, that you want to invite them to, or something that they may think of doing special for your birthday. Can't get hurt again. So there is someone that they know this is getting intense. They know that this is getting real. And that's the thing that's scaring them the most, because last time it got down like this, last time feelings started to develop, someone got burned big time. And I feel maybe that's why someone is kind of resisting this. And maybe Capricorn, you're kind of just wondering why this person gets guarded from time to time, why they seem so interested in 1 second and then the next second they're just kind of shut off a little bit and withdrawn. And if they are doing that to you, Capricorn, it's not because they don't like you, it's because they're afraid of getting hurt. So I even feel like someone could have been in a failed marriage, a failed relationship that ended in 2022. Specifically, I'm hearing March for someone. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. But yeah, I think things are starting to get really real between the two of you. And that's why someone's getting a little bit more apprehensive. But the other person isn't afraid. And I think that's what the person who's not afraid, who is really excited about this, wants the other person to understand that I'm not going to hurt you. Someone could wear braids in their hair quite a bit, like to braid their own hair or just got their hair braided. But we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. And with the tarot, I'm going to ask how they feel about you right now. What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you currently, and what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Capricorn? What are they really hoping is going to happen? And what are they afraid of is going to happen between the two of you? Their worst fears about it all. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely an avoidance here. Someone's been avoiding having that conversation. Someone's been avoiding talking about their feelings. And I think the other person, whoever's not afraid of this, is kind of reading the other person's hurt a little bit. I wonder though, if Capricorn, if this is you that's been hurt, if you've really fully told this person why you've been a little bit more guarded. I think that for most of you, you haven't. Whether this is like relatively new or because it's just been something that has been such a hurdle in your life, you don't feel vulnerable enough yet to expose it. But I think it would give this person a better understanding of where you're at, because right now they think you're detached, they think you're guarded, they think you're closed off. And they are really excited about this, but they're really worried or afraid, or even right now thinking they're a little bit sad, thinking you don't want this to go further with them because of the hurt, because of the pain that you've experienced in the past. But they want to save this and they want to salvage this, Capricorn. This King of Cups in this position has been very popular. It was in Sagittarius's reading. It was also in, I believe it was Pisces, but I could be wrong. Interesting. I'm going to get the cards out first and then I'll show them to you guys. This is starting to make a lot of sense. The story that's unfolding here. All right. So, bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, I felt that protection for sure. Libra energy. So, yeah, I do feel that up until this point, someone feels like someone has been not hiding the truth per se, but hasn't been completely open. And I do get the sense that Capricorn, with whatever past relationship you went through that did hurt you, it definitely left its mark. And it's something that you'll never forget. And that taught you a very important lesson about people, about relationships, about how important discernment is when you are spending time with someone that you want to develop something very real with, and when to kind of start picking up on the repeated patterns or behaviors, and when to cut something if it's not serving you. But I wonder, Capricorn, if it's gotten to this point now, though, where someone is really starting to get to this part of you that you have kept protected for such a long time. I do feel with this Queen of Swords energy, you are someone they find to be very intelligent, very smart, very well spoken. You know what you're talking about, you back up the facts with it, and the way you communicate is very clear. But it's also very clear when you don't want to talk about certain things, and you make that very evident, and you almost shut it down pretty quickly. So I do feel, Capricorn, that maybe what's been developing between the two of you is the need to have a certain conversation about a certain experience, about what you're looking for in love and what pace you're ready to go at. Because I still feel, whether it's you or the other person here that's being the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords needs a little bit more time to analyze, to evaluate, to make sure that they're not going to be hurt again. The problem is not that like you're feeling this way, that you're feeling a little bit vulnerable and maybe a little bit nervous about it, but it's the fact that it's not being talked about. That I think it's leaving the other person, or maybe even you, trying to fill in sentences or trying to fill out in feelings that someone really isn't communicating very clearly. So I think it's time for someone to really express and to reveal some sort of side to them that will make or help the other person understand what's going on in the mind of someone who is starting to care but is really afraid of it. So let's dive in. How they feel about you or feel about this connection right now is the Five of Cups. Scorpio energy. I do feel, Capricorn, I wonder if there has been bad communication between the two of you lately, or that you had to kind of cancel on a certain plan that they were really excited for. But there is something about this connection that makes them really sad right now in this moment. Whether you haven't called them back, you haven't texted them back, they just kind of feel confused by you. But to be honest, I wonder if this was a canceled date, a canceled going out together. They wonder if you've rejected them. Others of you, if that's not so much what happened and this is not how they feel about you towards it currently, I think they're starting to sense the pain that may linger within a connection here, which has been the theme for a few readings going on. So I wonder if December 2022 is the time to wrap up any sort of old energies so you can prepare for what's trying to build in 2023. I feel with this Five of Cups that there has been someone that's been affected by cheating in the past. And now it's like, I can't really trust anyone these days. They say they're exclusive, yet they're following these very sexual accounts on social media, or they're messaging other people. So maybe they're kind of wondering or sensing if you have been cheated on before, and that's why you are so guarded. And for those of you that may know this story, that you have expressed or shared falling out in a relationship or being betrayed in a relationship or anything, they want to help you heal that. They want to help you heal that little wound in your heart that may still be sore from whatever you went through, Capricorn. They want to show you that they're different. Because what they're thinking about in this connection or having with you is the Page of Pentacles. They want to offer to you something solid. They want to offer you something committed. But I have to be honest here, Capricorn, if this is their energy and this is their side of thinking things, they're not going to do it until they feel like you're ready or they feel like you're actually in this. Because those questions still kind of linger in their mind about it all. Now, some of you, I have to say, they're thinking of giving you something special for your birthday or planning something special here. A dinner date, a party with you and your friends. It feels something small, but something very meaningful to you that they know you're going to want and they know you're going to enjoy. But I do feel for those that are aware of the wound, are aware of what happened with you in love and romance, your last relationship maybe even, they want to prove it to you that they're different, and they're trying to think of a way to prove it to you that they're not the same as your past and they're not going to hurt you like your past did. I keep on hearing a key. I wonder if someone is going to give you a key to their house, or maybe even that could be a metaphor from spirit about something being unlocked here. That someone wants to finally get to the core of the issue that maybe has been hiding or has been buried in someone's heart and expose it to the light so they could do something about it. So they can prove it to you, in a sense. That's basically what I'm getting from this Page of Pentacles here. Let me show you. Now, interesting position for this card to be in, but what they like the most about you is the Seven of Swords. Aquarius energy. So I do feel that they kind of sense when a conversation's starting to get a little bit too intense for you, vulnerable for you, that you do tend to avoid it in a way. I mean, I feel like with the Seven of Swords, you are someone who thinks a lot and thinks how is the best that I can get a conversation going or get this date started where I will be all right at all times. It feels like something you're doing to protect yourself from a wound. And so you want to, it's like this thing where if someone has been in like a public disaster, after surviving that, the first thing they always look for is an exit in case that disaster were to happen again. So it feels like, Capricorn, you're doing a lot to protect yourself from the harm. And when I'm asking Spirit, why would this be something they like the most about Capricorn? It's because maybe even you don't try to show it outwardly. They kind of get the sense that deep down you're very sensitive. And even if it comes off a little bit harsh at first, a little bit rough. They are curious about seeing where that side of you goes when you do shut down, when you do kind of start to detach and start to wander off in a way. And maybe also for others of you, if that's not so much the case, what I feel with the Seven of Swords then is, even if you do kind of stop talking for a little bit, text back, although it upsets them, you always do come back. And when you come back every time, it shows that it is something that maybe you are trying to prepare for, or you're trying to heal, or you're trying to come to a better understanding of through this connection here. And the fact that you do come back does show that you want something out of this, or that you are starting to build a trust with this person, even if it does get very, very scary. You are a free thinker, I see that. And maybe that's why they admire your intelligence so much. You are someone that is a little bit of a lone wolf and maybe has had to go their own way a lot of the times if the crowd or the people you're around, your family, your environment, kind of make you feel alone for the way you believe, the way you think, the way you want to be. You still never let that change you. And they like that independent spirit and that independent soul that you do have, Capricorn. What they don't like about you is King of Cups. Scorpio energy. I think that for a while they were very patient with you, and that they understood maybe where there were at times you avoided conversations, and that even if it took time, and there were times where you stopped texting, you stopped calling, you did always come back. But they want you to be more comfortable in this connection. There is a lack of trust here that you may have in this that does upset them. I don't feel this is someone that's already done you wrong. I have to make that clear for those who may be confused about who I'm talking about or wondering if this reading is for them. I feel that this is maybe a King of Cups in your past that you really had strong feelings for, you developed a strong emotional bond with, that broke your heart. Regardless of gender or sex, the King of Cups is masculine water energy, and they use their emotions, they use their dreams, they use their feelings, and maybe other people's feelings to get what they want. And Capricorn, I gotta say, whether this is true or not, because sometimes people's perspectives of us are not true, but they wonder sometimes if you're playing with their feelings a little bit. For the fact that maybe you're the one that's in and out, or that gets hot and cold. And that's why I think if you guys were to have this conversation, it would clear a lot up. Because I don't see your intent or purpose being emotionally manipulative. But they're afraid that's kind of what happens when you do text and then stop texting, or you call and then you stop, or you set something up to go on a date and then you bail out. But they want you to feel safe with them. They want you to feel at peace with them. And that's something they feel you still don't feel yet. Someone could have Middle Eastern ancestry, I'm randomly picking up on. Like Iranian, Egyptian, Moroccan even, I don't know why, but that's just a small message for someone out there. What they like the most about this connection is the Five of Swords. This is Aquarius energy, and this is kind of connotating with the Queen of Swords, of what they first kind of started to notice about you when they first set their eyes on you, where they first started talking to you. I don't think you take people's crap, Capricorn, period. And I think they've witnessed where you've had to shut some people down, put people in their place when they started stepping over the bounds, thinking you were going to be a doormat, thinking you were going to be someone to walk all over, because maybe at first you're a bit quiet, you're a bit calm, you let things slide, but when things get too far, you'll set it right, without a doubt. You use words to protect yourself. You use words to show people that you're not going to be okay with something that you're not okay with. You may come off as a little bit sassy sometimes, or just a little bit blunt and upfront. with certain topics and certain factors. But they do like that side of you because it's a feistiness. It's a power, I guess, you carry. Even if at times with them, they feel like it goes a little bit far. They know with certain people you're doing it for the right reasons when they witnessed it before. There are 2 5s here. Your birthday could be January 5th, January 15th, perhaps December 25th for some of you guys out there. They do like the conversations they have with you, even if it does challenge the way they're thinking. You bring up some good points, and you've proven them wrong before, and they were very impressed by that. You've changed their minds on certain topics and situations and things that they would never have thought of. And you're definitely with the people you do care about, your friends, family members, children, you're defensive and you fight for. You won't let anyone treat the people you love with disrespect, not in your presence. And maybe you defended this person to someone before too. When someone was trying to talk crap about them or be rude to them, you stepped in and you handled it. What they don't like about this connection is the Empress. Taurus energy, Libra energy, couple different messages I'm getting here. So for some of you, it is a bit of a factor if you do have kids with someone else. They may find it to be difficult to have them to themselves when you do have kids to take care of. You may have someone else that's pregnant with your child, or you're pregnant with someone else's child. Just throwing that out there. But for most of you, what I feel with this Empress card is that you put a lot on yourself. I feel for some of you, it's work, it's projects, it's family issues, and it burns you out. And for some, they're kind of witnessing a specific situation that you're dealing with your work or with your family that is stressing you out, burning you out, and people just over rely on you to fix the issue and fix the problems. And they're trying to help you through it or trying to relax you from it, but it's very hard for you to relax and enjoy the moment when you have all the stressful things going on in your life. Others of you with the Empress card of what they don't like about the connection, it's just simply, they know there's so much potential here to grow. They know there's so much potential here to have a healthy, beautiful, harmonious relationship. But they don't know if you're the Empress that you're seeing it the same way, that you are putting the effort in to make this work and to make this happen. Or if you've given up on it or bored with it. They're worried about that. Their highest hopes is the Two of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn in their chart. If you're the Queen of Swords here who has been protected and not wanting to get hurt, and maybe has been avoiding certain topics, avoiding certain events, they want you to make up a mind and make up a choice of what you want to do with this. They are putting the ball in your court, Capricorn. Now, if the roles are reversed completely, then they're trying to figure out what to do. If with everything that they're experiencing, what can I put my resources and energy to? Am I distracting myself to kind of better handle the situation with Capricorn? But someone needs to make up their mind and not go back and forth, not go halfway into it. It's either all or nothing. At this point, someone wants it to be you or them, or maybe both of you in different ways for different reasons. But I do feel there's someone here that wants this connection to go out of the could be, should be's, maybes into something more solid, more grounded, and more stable. The deepest fears is the Queen of Wands. Aries energy. For someone, they're afraid that, especially with the combination of the King of Cups, again, which is just a fear, not a fact for some of you, that this was all for your advantage to feel better about a certain breakup, that they were just a rebound, they were just someone to distract you from. And now that you guys have kind of started to let go of the past, you'll be onto yourself, focusing on yourself and not looking for love. Maybe they're afraid that you're going to be too prideful to let them in, to maybe strong, to depend on anyone else to share your problems, share your feelings, share your fears with, and that you want to do it all on your own with this Queen of Wands. But maybe, Capricorn, this is your fear, that someone is only in this to get in your pants, to have a hot time with you, and that's about it. That there is no solid foundation here between the two of you. There is no long term that can happen here, but someone's just looking to get their own wants and their own needs and their own sexual gratification. I wonder if your ex had Queen of Wands energy. Maybe you're just afraid of the past repeating itself again. For some reason, I'm seeing a butterfly. Someone could have like a butterfly tattoo or something that has a deep personal resonance with the butterfly energy, but that is transformation. And I feel someone wants to transform and shift this energy with you. And I think they're hoping for it by the end of the month. Or else something may have to change that may push this person away for good. Or maybe they're going to push you away for good, Capricorn. I don't know. But to see what's likely to happen, what they're likely to do in the upcoming days and weeks as December unfolds, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card and see if there's anything else that you need to know about this connection, about this person, about your love life at this time. Anything else? I do feel a strong sense that someone's going to reveal something here, that it's all going to make sense then. Why it took so long, why it took so slow, why there was avoidance. Romantic feelings, yeah. And it says your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's what Spirit wants you to know, Capricorn. You don't have to be afraid of love. That everything you're feeling is something valid, the light, even the fear of it. But to evaluate those feelings and see which feelings are more right and true and which ones are just haunting you from the past experience. I do feel this person is really starting to care for you, is really starting to have feelings for you, and I think you are too. But are you going to let the fears from the past disrupt what's building here? Because I think something very beautiful is in the cards between the two of you. And that fear has got to go so you can experience the love of this moment now. All right, Capricorn, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. What are they going to do in the upcoming days, weeks? What's going to unfold? Is something going to be revealed here? We're going to go ahead and see. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Capricorn, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. It's provided you with confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Capricorn, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Capricorn.